Hey everyone, this is Andrew at Plainview Farm. It's been a few weeks. As you can see, we've had a lot of rain over the last couple days. However, it's not going to stay that way. In fact, it's looking like it's going to be pretty cold next week. There's even been rumors that we could get as much as 6 inches of snow. Now, I do recognize that to some, snow is more than just your typical four-letter word. But I'm not one of those folks. In fact, I love snow. If I haven't said it before on the channel, I do love snow. And I even like feeding hay and doing chores in the snow, as crazy as that may sound. Brings you down to our last little bit of feed here. The problem when it comes to snow, however, is the things that you don't have control of. I want to show you some progress I've made over the last couple weeks. I got the manure spreader in the building. No, I've done absolutely no work to it, but at least it's in the building. Somebody put a bunch of junk in the way. Oh my goodness, there's a baby piggy. Oh my goodness, dude. Are you in the middle of having pigs? You can't be having pigs at dinner time. Hey, buddy. So as I was saying, I don't have a problem so much with the snow as I do with how it can complicate unexpected things that might happen from time to time. And case in point is this pile of hay down here that is squealing and moving around. I don't know if you can see and or hear that or not, but that is a pile of piglets underneath a pile of hay. I mentioned in a video back around, I think the end of October, 1st of November, that my boar and my sow were not getting the job done. Curly Sue was not getting bred back because old Dan, the boar hog, wasn't, or I guess he was trying to breed her when she actually should have already had piglets on the ground. So that's an indicator of, failure. And there was a handful of things that I thought could possibly be the problem. And I had basically decided that I was just gonna give up on this pair and start over. But I've noticed over the last few weeks that old Curly Sue here has really developed a very strong appetite, and she started to look like she was pregnant. So, surprise, we've got baby piglets, and it's getting ready to snow. One of my favorite things about Curly Sue is that she's never seemed to have been bothered by me messing with her piglets, and hopefully that hasn't changed. I'd hate for her to get in here and eat me. Oh, excuse me, girl. Let me get out of your way. And actually, Curly Sue has been good for about 8 piglets per litter, which isn't necessarily all that great, but she's an incredible mom. She's honestly never lost one. Hey, settle down. Settle down. Settle down, piglies. yeah, I don't want to tempt her to mess with her pigs right now. Tell you what I will do. We'll get in over here with Dan and reach through the fence. There's 2 there, and there's 1 over there. I sure hope there's more than 3. But I don't see or hear any more pig noise. Not sure how well the resolution on the camera here is going to show what we got going on. I really don't think she's done having them. I actually think I probably walked in on her. While there's a lot that can happen between now and warm weather, the goal is to try to pick a couple piglets out of this litter, a couple gilts to make sows out of, if things work out that way. Hopefully they do. And then, I don't know, we're definitely going to get rid of Dan the boar hog, as much as I hate to. We may still get rid of Curly Sue. I'm tempted to give her another chance with a different boar. Hate to blame old Dan, but I think it's all his fault. Hopefully we end up with a decent sized litter of pigs that we can actually do something with here. And I know it's not very pretty, but this is what I have for the piglets to stay in. Put this bale of hay here. She is able to, pull around on it. The piglets can actually get back far enough in the back there away from her, where she won't squish them, which, like I said before, she's never had that problem anyway. She's always been very good as far as a mother goes. Never had an issue with her squishing her piglets, but it does provide some safety. And with this bale here as well, they can all kind of huddle up in here and get out of the weather, get out of the wind, that kind of thing. I've got hay back up against the fence back over there. As you saw a moment ago, I've kind of pushed it out of the way to try to find piglets, but I try to keep hay up against that fence, so that also gives them maybe an extra little bit of a wall there. I honestly don't know what it is about nasty weather that makes animals want to have their babies, but seems to be the way that it works. So just in case you were wondering, no, this is not how I would typically have piglets. Normally I would try to at least be in the month of March before I have a sow having piglets. Try to shoot for early spring, late fall at the latest. But this was one of those situations, like I said, I thought that for some reason, we weren't breeding back. And I was ready to take her to the processor. I actually had her a date set, but I noticed that she was starting to look pregnant. So I made the decision the other day to give her date to one of the other pigs. So other than some surprise piglets and getting the manure spreader backed into the barn, there really hasn't been much going on over the last few weeks. But I do plan to get back to a regular posting schedule in the coming weeks. And of course, now that we're getting closer to spring, there is going to be a little bit more going on. And part of that is going back to the farmer's market at the beginning of March, which we did load up a pig and haul it off to the processor the other day. I recorded that, and I'll show that to you now. Today is February 9th, and I have to load up some pigs, or a pig, to go to the processor tomorrow so that we will have meat when we go back to the farmer's market on March 1st. All right, let's see how serious it gets. Come here, pigs. Come on, piggies. Come on, piglets. Come on, boys. That all happened kind of fast. So it actually worked out pretty good. That big boy right there, he's one of the two biggest pigs. I think he's actually the biggest one, but he went right up in there, and so I just shut the gate. So if you're new to the channel, you may not have seen the way that I load pigs into a trailer, but this is what I believe is the easiest way to load pigs. I pulled this trailer out here in the field and started feeding the pigs in it, and then whenever I'm ready to load them up and haul them away, they're used to going in and out of the trailer. I've done this many times over the years. This has become my preferred method of loading pigs. I know there's a lot of people out there, they spend a lot of time fighting hogs, trying to get them into a trailer in order to haul them to the processor or wherever they need to go. And it can be nothing but a headache. But I'm telling you, this has been the easiest thing I've ever done when it comes to raising pigs. In fact, I once had a group of pigs get away from me and end up in a neighbor's field, and they were used to being fed in the trailer. They were at that size, and so drove out into his field, shook a bucket, here they come running, opened up the door on the old trailer here and stepped inside, and they all filed right into the trailer behind me. I shut the door, and whenever I was leaving, my neighbor said, "I don't think I've ever seen anything like that in my life." It is a very handy and easy way to load pigs. So I'll be back out in the morning and we'll take these pigs to the processor. All right, it's the next morning. Taking the wife's car because it's more comfortable. It pulls better. There's our pig ready to go. Or I'm ready to go. He may not be that ready to go. Got us the line this morning. So that's what's been going on here. Otherwise, I've kind of enjoyed the break. But now it's time to get back to work. As always, I appreciate you watching. We'll see you next time. Won't we, Rusty?